Well, today is Good Friday, and I don't know how many of you know this, but usually I film these videos before the day of, and so what you see is actually me in a previous day, usually the night before, filming the devotional video. But today is actually Good Friday. Rosa and I have been up late tonight. It's just past midnight here, and we've been making masks. So thank you, Chris Raja, for showing us the mask making project. If you're looking for something to do, I will link the mask making project in the description down below, or up above if you're watching on Facebook. I don't know exactly where it appears, but I'll link that to you so you can sign up and make some masks too. Rosa and I have had a ton of fun doing it. It's been really just a great time, great way to volunteer while still being at home, so I'll make sure to link that. But today is Good Friday. And as Christians, this is the day that we look back and we reflect on the sacrifice that Jesus gave on the cross. And Jesus truly did sacrifice on the cross. There's some people who say, well, Jesus didn't actually suffer. Jesus didn't actually feel pain. Maybe one part of him was suffering, but Jesus kind of like left his physical body and wasn't really there. But that's not what we see. We see Jesus on the cross feeling every single lash and scar and bruise and broken bone and laceration on his entire body. We hear about the crown of thorns being placed on his head, and we know his bones were broken, his side was pierced, his hands and feet were pierced. We know that Jesus was a broken, suffering servant. Jesus was in pain on the cross. Jesus truly did suffer. And that should remind us that his sacrifice was so great that he suffered through all of that just to bring us into relationship, just to bring us to eternal life with him. And so as we go through this Good Friday, I want to just remind you that as we remember this day, we remember Jesus' sacrifice, and we remember what ultimately brought him to the grave. We remember that Jesus was a suffering servant who was quiet as he went to the cross. He didn't lash out. He didn't fight back. He didn't even speak on the way to the cross, because he fulfilled the prophecy, and he fulfilled being that suffering servant that would bring us salvation. So as we remember Good Friday, let us remember the suffering servant who went to the cross and died the death of a convicted felon. But let us also remember that Good Friday is not the end, and that we have something to celebrate on Easter Sunday. So we encourage you to join us for our Good Friday service tonight. I'll also link that in the description, as well as our Easter Sunday service on Sunday morning. Both of those things will be linked. You can click through and join us tonight. Our Good Friday service tonight begins at 6:30. We'd love to see you there online.